Hey flutists, it's Alex. Today we're going to be learning how to produce a sound on the flute. We're just going to be working with the head joint, which is the piece that should be on the lower right side in your case. It has the lip plate and the lip plate hole that we blow into. I just want to throw in a little disclaimer in case you've forgotten that these videos appear backwards. So the longer side of the head joint appears to be pointing toward the left, but it should be toward your right. So if I were to turn around, I would be blowing into the flute like this, and the longer side would be to the right. The lip plate and the lip plate hole should be to your left. Everyone has different sized and different shaped lips. Depending on the fullness of your lips will determine how high or how low your lip plate will rest into your chin. Generally, it needs to rest lower because whenever we play the flute, we do have to blow down, and the greater or the sharper the angle, the better it will hit into the flute and the better your sound will be. Whenever you put it to your face, you want to hold it with your right hand over the longer side of the flute head joint, and you can hold it on the crown side with your left hand for more stability, but it's not necessary. So whenever you put it to your chin, you want to make sure that the top of the lip plate hole is parallel to the ceiling, so it shouldn't be rolled too far out, nor should it be rolled too far in. You also want to make sure that it's in the center underneath your lips, that it's not pushed to the side, whether it be to the left or the right. So make sure it's directly in the center underneath your lips. Whenever you make your sound, you want to think like you're saying Peru. So you're not actually going to say that whenever you blow, but you're going to think that and you're going to mimic that sound with your lips. So remember, the top should be parallel to the ceiling and it should be directly in the center of your lips. You want to make sure that your lips are relaxed, that there's no tension. As soon as you start having tension is whenever you start having issues and you start developing bad habits and your tone starts to suffer. So you always want to be relaxed. Make sure your corners are relaxed. You're not having like a smiley embouchure. You don't want to do that. Try and keep them as relaxed as possible and just try and focus that air in the center of your lips. Don't worry about anything outside of that. Make sure you're not using any tongue yet because we're going to learn how to tongue and articulate in the next video. You're just going to worry about making a sound with your air. It'll also be beneficial to practice this and just whenever you're practicing flute as a beginner the first few months in front of a mirror. So have a mirror on your stand just to check your embouchure. Your embouchure is the shape of your lips and how you use that form to create a sound. So as you're becoming more familiar and developing your embouchure and tone, you do want to check in the mirror to make sure that you know how your lips are supposed to look, how the flute's supposed to look on your face, and how it's supposed to look whenever you're blowing into your flute. It'll also help you remember how it's supposed to feel so that you don't have to rely on a mirror every single time you take out your flute and play it. Also, you know that you're blowing correctly, like in the right position, if you make a triangle of condensation. So this you will have to like check in the mirror to see, but if you just keep blowing, you should be hitting the outer rim of that lip plate hole and you should see a little triangle on that edge if you look in the mirror. So that is how you produce a sound on the flute. I hope this video was helpful, and in the next video we're going to go over tonguing and articulation. Bye!